Hello everyone, it's Becca from Becca Books and Bujo, and welcome to November's BUJO Briefing. We are going to be updating my journals today together, and I'm pretty caught up, so it should be a fairly easy video to film of just showing you how I look at my journals every day. I also think we should look back at December's past in my bullet journals to decide how I want to set up December 2025 in my journal. So first of all, I always check in with my everyday journal. Got to get my supplies out over here. What side do I normally have them on? I don't know. We'll put them over there. So let's see. First thing I always check in with is my year in pixels. Today is the 17th. No. What day is it today? It's the 17th. So I didn't look at my journal yesterday, I guess. So we'll have to update a little bit more than I thought. That's okay. So yesterday was a fairly good day. Willie had a gig down in the cities, and so I was with the kids alone in the morning, but then we decorated for Christmas, and I was pretty happy. I'm gonna say super happy. And after the bad day we had the day before, ooh, you can watch my vlog to hear more about that. That'll come out later this week, but yeah, it was good to have a good day. Let's see, I did finish the last of my self-destruct books, and by finish, I mean DNF, so that is one of my goals completed. We need to get these done. I always like to just put the date that I got it completed, so I ended up DNFing that book this morning, so 11/17. I don't know why I put 25, because it's not like it's a different year in this journal. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else for me to update here. So then we jump ahead to November. I just like to do a few things in my monthly pages. Memory keeping, check in with to-do list. This is my YouTube to-do list and goals. We do reading tracker, routines and health, and then make a to-do list. So, I'm just gonna quickly fill in my memories, and I'll be back with you in a second. Nothing to update up here, but I did finish the last of my self-destruct books. It was my small goal to read 4 of them, so I can mark that off. Just looking at other things, getting my TBR to 205 is really something I can only check at the end of the month. Buzzword, I don't know what book I'm going to read that has never in it. And Buzz cover, I don't know if I've read any books that have food or drink on the cover yet. I have not completed a book of the month yet, but I'm really close, and I'm going to be reading a bunch. I want to save a certain amount of money. I'd love to save more than that. Start Sylvia's baby book. I gotta do that. That is in her room. I really need to take it out of her room and put it somewhere more visible. So I'll actually work on it. I tried on some pants, and so, oh, that goal is done. Did I? I think I did. Yeah, I did finish off that goal. Goal number 16 was to go through all my clothes. So I tried on the last of my pants and decided what needed to be donated and what I could keep. We need to start check-ins for the kids instead of sitting outside of their room. I want to try Pilates as a new exercise plan. I need to schedule a blood donation. I'm wanting to do my morning routine 5 times, but our kids have been terrible sleepers as of late, and it's hard for me to wake up in the mornings early before the kids when they are not sleeping. So I'll try for this last half of the month to wake up before the kids and do my morning routine. And then my monthly health challenge was to get no ice cream or coffee out. And I've only done that one day, but that was something I had planned for myself for a long time. I took myself on a date, went out for a coffee by myself, and that was the one day I broke that rule. So, or that challenge. Let's see, reading wise, I've finished 4 books, but I did complete The Tenant yesterday. So need that purple marker. The Tenant is one I was reading for the Goodreads Choice Awards vlog. I wanted to read all of the books that were nominated for the Goodreads Choice Awards that I owned. So, I think it actually was like, it was 10 books, I believe, but 3 of them were a part of series that I hadn't read previous books in order to read that one. So, or the one nominated, if that makes sense. So I narrowed it down to 7 books, and I have read The Tenant so far. I'm so close to finishing Wild Dark Shore. What is in my notebook? There's something like caked on there. I'm sure it's something that the children did. And I just started a new one. I started Finding Grace by Loretta Rothschild. That one was nominated for the debut category, and I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm only like probably 10% in, but it's got a good hook and it has some beautiful writing. I like it. So I just put here that I finished this on the 16th. Mark it off. And then we'll add one more progress bar for my next book. And if you haven't seen this page before, this is really just for my own fun way of tracking the books I'm reading and how much I read every day. Each progress bar corresponds to a book, and I mark off percentage-wise how far I get in a day. So Reckless, I read from November 1st through November 9th. Looks like I got about 4% on the 1st, then another 3% on the 2nd, read a little bit more on the 3rd, less on the 4th, more on the 5th, more on the 6th, a lot more on the 6th, and so on and so forth. It's just fun to see like, oh wow, I read The Nickel Boys in 3 days, or The Tenant I read in 2 days, and one day I read 95% of the book. It's just fun, and really it's just a way for me to keep track of what I'm reading, and I don't know, it's all for me. And will I ever look back on it? Probably not, but that's okay. So nothing to put here other than little headphones for that it's an audiobook. Oh, I can update how far I got in Wild Dark Shore last night. Basically, I look at the percentages on Goodreads. So with the purple, I got to 81%. And I can tell you I'm going to finish Wild Dark Shore tonight. I'm not going to actually complete this progress bar yet, but I only have like 30 pages left, and it is a thrilling ending. So that'll be fun to cross off another book. Alrighty, as far as routines go, I am tracking a few different things. I use these clean and color dot markers from Zig to mark whether I do things or not, basically. And let's see, morning routine, obviously you can see I have not done that. We've done a terrible job of walking the dogs. That's something Willie and I are wanting to try to do together. When he gets home, we want to go on a family walk and walk the dogs, but we just haven't gotten into that routine yet. So sorry for the shadow. I'm realizing there's quite a bit of a shadow. I'm trying to fix my lights here. That's better. Maybe. There's still a shadow, but what can you do when you have lights? I listened to my podcasts for the week. I looked at our finances yesterday and today. I posted on Patreon today. I didn't, though, yesterday, so we'll put brown, meaning I did not do something. Should I zoom in for you, maybe? You can see a little bit better. Let's see. I have been posting on Instagram, or at least taking pictures, so much lately, mostly because my little Sylvia is so dang cute. I read a bunch yesterday, read basically the whole book of The Tenant, and I know I've already read 100 pages today. Let's see. I paired audiobook listening with cleaning. I know I didn't. I read so much of that book without cleaning. Well, that might be a lie. I definitely did do some cleaning, but I also did some sitting and listening. So let's say kind of. This lighter purple is a kind of completed the goal. I did not spend any money on ice cream or coffee. That's what this little slash through the money is. Kids went to bed fairly well last night and tonight too. I guess I can mark that I didn't buy anything. I did listen and do chores today. Haven't had any podcasts to listen to yet, and we didn't walk the dogs, and it's already 8:09 p.m., so I doubt that we will walk the dogs. Last night went to bed fairly early. Funny enough, I fell asleep in the tub last night, in the bathtub. So yeah, I think I fell asleep in the tub around 9 o'clock and then was definitely in bed by like 9:30. So we'll put a little purple box there. As far as the numbers for my health tracker here, I just look up some numbers on my phone. So first of all, I track my sleep because I'm a glutton for punishment to see how little I slept in a night. And last night, it felt like it was more than that, but it wasn't. So I slept for 5 hours and 50 minutes last night. 50. I always shoot for 6.5, more than 6.5. As far as exercise, that's this next goal. I exercised for 8 minutes. That was probably just like walking back and forth basically. And I got 6,406 steps. My goals here are 20 minutes of exercise and 7,000 steps. And obviously I've not been doing well. I am off my game a little bit here. Screen time has also been horrible. I just sit and watch stuff while I nurse my daughter, basically. I've also been into a lot of reality TV shows as of late. Great British Baking Show was on. Love is Blind was on, and I watched a bunch of that. And then I just started watching Married at First Sight, which I had never watched before, but for some reason I started watching it. I saw an ad for it and I thought that looked good, which it's like totally ruining the sanctity of marriage, but it's hard to turn away once you've started watching it. I really shouldn't have started. So I did get less than 5 hours of screen time yesterday though. I think that was because of decorating the Christmas tree. I was focused on hanging out with my family and not looking at my phone. So that was good. And if I complete the goal, I fill it in with purple. Alrighty. We definitely tidied yesterday and we decorated for Christmas. Does anybody else put something on their to-do list? Just, oops, decorating. I should have put decorate for Christmas, but decorating Christmas, we'll just put. Anyway, I was saying, does anybody just put something on their to-do list just to cross it off? Because I sure do. I mean, this was Sunday and now we can cross it off. Monday. Let's see. A new week. Today, we're just gonna put things on here that we can cross off basically because I needed to meal plan and grocery shop. So we'll put grocery shopping on here. We got so behind on the dishes. Usually I'm up to date on dishes every single day and we have a clean counter, but yesterday and today we just kind of got off. I think because we were decorating for Christmas yesterday, we didn't put in the effort on the dishes. So I'm just gonna put dishes because there was a lot to catch up on. There was library story time. I also put like events or tasks or events or scheduled things on here. So there was library story time at 11, and then Mabel had a preschool screening at noon. So we did all those things. I can cross all of them off. I am not going to make my to-do list for tomorrow just because I hope I can check in with my journal in the morning. So that's where we're at with my everyday journal. Whoa, I did not realize we were still zoomed in. Sorry about that. But now we can turn to my reading journal, and we have one book to add. Like I said, I read The Tenant. So let's open this bad boy up, and I'm realizing my battery is flashing, so I'm gonna change up my battery and I'll be right back. Literal seconds for you, I know, but I'm back. Okay, let's see here. I can mark something off of this goals page because I finished my self-destruct books. Woohoo! I think I will finish at least 5 of these, maybe 6, probably not all 7 because I'm super behind on my buzzword challenges, but we'll see. Okay, we're on to November here. I finished my 5th book of the month. So, and I don't mean book of the month. I mean my books that I read. It was a 3-star. So I fill it in with this brown. Wow, lots of 3 stars in November so far. 1 5-star, 1 2-star, and 3 3-stars. That's kind of different for me. I feel like I'm usually in the 4-star realm, but we've got no 4 stars. I'll come back and fill in the title later. Let's see, where's my pen? Here it is. I listened to this one, so it was audio. This is a female author. We're running out of room in female. I'm already on to the, or I filled up the 2nd line and we're on to the 3rd. I gave it 3 stars. There was not any representation, LGBTQ plus representation. Mystery. Oh, that's weird that I have mystery and thriller. That's kind of wrong, but I'm gonna put it in mystery because usually I classify those together. This one came out in 2025. It's an adult book. Let's see, nothing here. Well, I do need to put another few books to DNF. This is my DNF graveyard. I like to put covers of books that I DNF. So I'm just writing a note for myself. I've DNF'd a lot of books. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 books. That's more than ever. Like, I usually am not a big DNFer, but I've done it. Let's see, nothing to update here on the book club spreads. This is for my Patreon book club. I have a book club that I run over there with my patrons, and my Honeybee book club is for my college friends book club. Let's see, series. I've got nothing to update here. Wow, it was my 160th book. Cool. I use genres on this tracker, and I put my Goodreads challenge because I don't know, it's counting the number of books I've completed, but it's also fun to see the variety of genres represented. So my 160th book was a mystery thriller. Fun. It'll be fun at the end of the year to see what my actual breakdown is of all of the genres. I do need to say that I should really say which ones I DNF'd. So, what should I use? I'm gonna use this marker for something different. DNF this one, DNF this one, DNF this one, and that's it. I DNF'd the last 3 that I read. Oofda. Okay, nothing to add here for now, and nothing to add on the book of the month spread either. The Tenant does not start with a Y. I have 1 more spot left on my series takedown bingo, and these are all series that I've completed. this year, or caught up on, which is kind of a fun challenge that I did for myself with this bingo board from Rainy Blue Reads. And I had this underneath. Okay, so now we can jump ahead to November. And we'll just put in the tenant. So, oh, this is still, I was like, what does this book, or what does this dot belong to? So I have this calendar over here, and each dot represents a book, and that is the day that I started the book on, and then there's a line throughout all the days that I read it, and then either an arrow to go to the next week, or this little line means that's the day I finished it. So this is the day I started Wild Dark Shore. I'm still reading that, but I will finish it today. I'll just show you what I do here. Arrow, and then today's the 17th, so I am gonna finish it today. Now I better finish it today. Watch me fall asleep with like 2 or 3 pages left. Okay, then I started the tenant. Oh, should I do all the DNFs? Usually I put DNFs on here, but, or at least I put like a little X at the end, but I could care less. So we're just gonna do the tenant, which I started on Saturday. And I finished on Sunday. And then the number that I put in the box, or in the dot, corresponds to this table over here. So that was my 5th book of the month. The tenant. The stats I keep track of over here. I'll zoom you in so you can see a little bit better. The book title, the author is Frida. Let's see. I have the book right here so we can look at how many pages it was. 344. And I also put the time of the audiobook, or the length of the audiobook, I should say, which was 8 hours and 50 minutes. Took me 2 days, basically just one, and I gave it a 3-star. How I discovered this, we'll say Goodreads Choice Awards, but also like author and hype. I'd heard of it. Okay, I did buy some more books. I needed to get some Christmas romances, so I bought 3 more. What are they called now? How My Neighbor Stole Christmas. Grinch kind of stuff. How My Neighbor Stole Xmas. All I Want Is You. And then the last one is, I think it's called Last Christmas in Paris. More of a historical romance. And then technically I finished my TBR by DNFing a book, so I only read 3 of them. But hey, it's done. All right, and lastly, whoop, I'll zoom you back out. Lastly, I turn the page and write a little review, which I do not have a printout of the tenant, so I just kind of guess how tall the book is, or what a printout of the book will be, and start my review. I do a little star rating underneath and write a review on the right side. If you don't want any spoilers, please do not read these. Alrighty, let's go back quick and fill in the title. And then before we go today, normally I would say goodbye, but I want to look back on all of the December setups I have in my boat journals to see if I can get any inspiration for what I want to do in my current journal. So I have the stack here of all of the journals. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ha, crazy. That means I've been doing this for 6 years, or this is my 7th. That's nuts. Okay, let's look at the very first one. This is gonna be a walk down memory lane. So, can I get this off camera? You can kind of see it, but that's all right. So December, oh yeah, this is when I lined my edge of pages with washi tape. So looks like I did, oh man, the craziness. All right, used a lot of washi. I did a cute wreath. That's actually really cute. I would do that again. I'm gonna take pictures, even though I literally will have this video. Of ideas. I like that holly wreath. That's cute. Did some candy canes, more holly. Oh, this was cute. I did a gift idea spread with actual gifts, pictures of gifts, and then I did a wish list for stuff I wanted. Oh, and then a gift tracker of everything I spent. So, yeah, that was cute. Maybe we'll do this holly wreath again. That's adorable. Okay, next up. That was from December of 2018. Where is December of 2019? Right here. Oh, I was using a different journal. This is Dingbats. Let's see. Oh, I did snow in December. Let it snow. Cute. This was definitely inspired by Amanda from Amanda Rachel Lee. But I did a snowman there. That's cute, but I think I might want to do snow for January. I don't know. That just feels more January. I like this. I got this idea from Jess at Jess Korean, and this is how she used to do her habit trackers. Big washes of color. And this was fun because it was your mood tracker, and you wrote a word that like encompassed that day. That was fun. Maybe I'll bring that back in. I'm taking more pictures. Again, I'm literally videoing this, and yet I'm taking pictures. Okay. I did a reading tracker, step tracker. That was for pages and hours read. Interesting. Sleep log, cleaning tracker, meal log. Wow, I did a bunch of trackers. And then just weekly. Okay. Next up, we've got December of 2020. This was when I was a mom, a new mom. Christmas. Oh, and look at that. Oh, cute. That's a cute mood tracker. So the colors represented the mood, and I had different decorations, I guess. That's adorable. But I had lots of moods, that's for sure. I usually stick to this red and green theme. Did I not have a cover page? Doesn't look like it. Reading. Oh, funny, I was doing drawing. Oh, I was doing, oh man, it is fun to look back on these. Okay, so no real theme besides red and green. I also think I was struggling with mental health at the end of 2020, so that makes sense. Let's see, do I have December of 2021? This was in a Baron Fig notebook. Oh, it's so dirty. There's like a grease stain right there. Can you see that? Oh, funny. If you are ever curious to look through these journals, I think I have flip throughs of all of them on my channel. I will link that playlist somewhere. Oh, cute. Wow, this journal is big. It's a B5, I believe. Okay, so I did a Christmas gift tracker. Now I have this on a Excel spreadsheet. Or not Excel, Google spreadsheet, whatever. Christmas countdown, that's fun. I should do one of those maybe. I did more of a muted red and green, which I kind of like these colors better. Gifts received. That was also taken from Amanda Rachel Lee. An ornament, but with a bunch of cute little doodles. That's adorable. Thank you, Amanda, for that. Wow, I had so much space. Big journal. Okay, we'll put that one back in. That was 2021. On to 2022. Now we're into my Scribbles That Matter journals, which is what I use today. I kind of finally found my journal. So what was this from? It should be right in the middle-ish. Oh yeah, this was one where I did an advent calendar. So I did a tree here, and each ornament was a day counting down to Christmas, and then the star was the 25th. That's cute. Wow, there's so much space in this journal. And then I also did advent calendar here, which somebody was doing an advent themed readathon. So that one's cute, but I'm not really gonna take much inspiration. I'm not gonna do that. That's too much work. Too much work. Becca did crazy things when she had time. Not that I don't have time, but I had one child at that point. Oh wait, 2022? Nope, I had 2 children. Go me. All right, and lastly, what did I do last year? I was pregnant. Oh yeah, that was cute too. The Christmas tree washi tape. That's washi tape. I cut it to the size of a Christmas tree. That's cute. That's really cute. And then used washi tape for the calendar. Red and green, that seems to be my go-to. Red and green and brown. Oh man, that's adorable, but I definitely cut the paper. Okay, so that was fun to look back at Christmases past. I do think I might do that holly wreath, just as a callback to my very first bullet journal during the Christmas season. Let me know which one you liked best out of those. Oh, trying to get these back in nicely, but I will likely set that up. Let's see, we're in December. Or, whoa, I do things differently now, but that's okay. I'll probably still do a memory thing like this, but I'll at least have a cover page. I didn't do a November cover page. I just jumped right from October to November. This journal is definitely gonna last me way longer because I have way less tracking pages. It's like 4 pages a month instead of like 16 pages a month that I used to do. So likely December will start here. This will be the cover page because we're already halfway through the month, and oh no, I'll probably do some dailies here, and I always do like a month review page. So December will likely start here, and I'll do some sort of wreathy thing. I'll do some memory tracking or memory keeping. And yeah, I don't know if I'll have any like gift tracking spreads, just because I mostly do that in a Google spreadsheet now. But so fun to look back on journals past and get inspiration for my journal for this or for next month. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you're doing anything fun in November, and I'm very curious, have you decorated for Christmas yet? I know that some people are very die-hard. We do not decorate until after Thanksgiving, but my family did decorate yesterday. We just love like the warm glow of the lights, and when it's so dark outside because of daylight savings, because of winter, because we live up north, it's nice to have some lights on, and the lights from the tree are just a lovely warm glow in the nighttime and in the early morning. So we did decorate, and Thanksgiving we definitely still celebrate, but it's kind of just a part of the holiday season for us now. So let me know if you've decorated or not, or when you will decorate. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you very soon with another video. Bye.